At the beginning of the story, we see an old couple who were going to a party at that time. On the way, they were fighting over everything. Whatever topic came to their mind, there would be a debate on it. Their attention was so lost for once that they were about to collide with another car. When they reached their son's house, Larry hid the bandage on Joanne's hand from her shirt and reminded her that today you have to tell the whole family about cancer. Joanne said that I just need one more day, because she didn't want to spoil today's party. The family welcomed her with a lot of love. They had been married for 65 years. They told Joanne that they found a box of her old photos in the basement. One of them is a photo of Joanne's first marriage, which was with a man named Luke who was killed in the war. Meanwhile, something suddenly got stuck in Larry's throat. He started having trouble breathing. He fell to the ground. A few seconds later, Larry suddenly woke up. He got up in a train. When the train stopped at the station, Larry saw that a lot of people were wearing hospital clothes. He followed them and soon reached the junction. People were saying strange things there that he couldn't understand. Larry told the girl standing at the reception that I have been kidnapped here. But the receptionist said that nothing like this has happened. You sit here and wait for your AC. After a few hours, the crowd subsided, and Larry fell asleep on the chairs. Then Anna came and called Larry's name. She said that I am your AC, means afterlife coordinator. It was clear that Larry is dead. And now Anna's job is to get him to the right place. Larry was still not able to understand that he is dead. Then Anna showed the mirror to Larry. Larry was surprised to see that he has become young again. Anna said that when people reach the junction, their body takes on the form when they were the happiest in their lives. When Anna was showing him the building, Larry started saying again and again that I have to go to my wife. Anna gave him a slap so that he stops crying. You are crying even after dying. Are you crazy? She also said that this is not heaven or hell. This is just a few days stop. You can't change it. Once you choose it, you choose it. Then an alarm rang and Larry saw that security was catching a man. Anna told Larry that he must have run away from the red door. You never do this, okay? Then Anna took him to the temporary room and showed him the world ahead according to different religions. Larry will get to stay in this room for 7 days until he chooses his life ahead. His favorite clothes were kept in the closet. After changing the clothes, Larry turned on the TV. But all the TV channels were showing that you start your new life here. No, start here. Then he went to the junction. He saw a lot of stalls that were selling the dream of the next life. Finally, he arrived at a bar. As soon as he sat down, a beautiful woman sat next to him and started flirting. She was showing that your next life can be interesting too. To which Larry said that, sorry sister, I am married. The bartender Luke stopped the girl and said that it is not allowed to advertise inside the bar. After that, the woman left quietly. Larry asked Luke that, are you an angel? But Luke said that she is also a soul like him, who is working at the junction now. Larry was still a little confused, so Luke told him the rule. Once you have chosen the next life, you cannot change it. Going to another life is also not allowed. If you break any rule, stay here for a long time or try to change your life, then you will be put in a void. Void is a place where there is only darkness forever. There was a good conversation between them, so Larry told Luke that my wife has cancer. I had promised to take care of her. Now I feel bad that I came here before that. After a couple of incidents, Larry went to his room and slept. The next morning, Anna climbed on the bed and picked up Larry. Poor Larry woke up shocked. Anyway, he started asking Anna why people are working here. Anna said that some people do not believe that they are dead. Some are waiting for their family or whoever they love. If they also come here after dying once, then they will go to a place. And the worst thing is happening to those who cannot choose. Larry asked, what is the condition of my wife? Joanne must be dying soon. But Anna said that this information cannot be found now. Larry decided that he will wait for Joanne. Anna said that the stay is free for 7 days. After that, you will have to work if you want to stay here, and you will have to shift to the basement. A few days passed, but no news of Joanne was found. Anna said that you are sure it can take many months. It is also possible that her cancer has been cured. After this, Larry decided that he will build a beautiful house. in memory of Joanne, so that whenever she comes, everything is ready. That night, Larry wrote a letter for his wife. At the same time, Joanne died of cancer and she also got up in the train. The next morning, Anna was taking Larry to his new life. Larry gave a letter to Anna and told her to give it to Joanne. But Anna said that this is against the rules. I will do it if I can. I can't say for sure. Larry now went to the station while Joanne was getting off the train. On the escalator, Larry saw his wife. But Joanne didn't pay attention to him. Larry, who was restless, also returned. There, Joanne was looking at her young face in the mirror. They met and hugged each other lovingly. Joanne had already understood that she was dead. She started scolding Larry that who dies like this. Are you stupid? Can't you eat carefully? Then Ryan came there, who is Joanne's afterlife coordinator. He separated Joanne from Larry and took her to her first husband Luke, who was waiting for her for 60 years. Joanne became very emotional after seeing Luke. That's when Larry jumped in the middle. Nothing happens. People die. It's normal. Come on, baby. Let's go to our world. I have chosen for you. But Joanne didn't understand what was happening. Soon she found out that she would have to choose one of the two husbands. With this, she can live the life she wants. That's when Ryan, explaining all the rules, took her to the room. After changing clothes, now Ryan was explaining his options to Joanne. That's when Luke came there. Out of fear that she would have to choose one of the two, Joanne closed the door. Ryan had to say that Luke is very good. He's been waiting for you here for 60 years. There, Larry was venting his anger in front of Anna. Anna said that mine and Ryan, Joanne's AC. We were in a relationship before. If we had a fight, he would have known and spoken against you. But Larry said that Joanne and I have been married for 65 years. Luke couldn't even stay alive for so many years. We had 7 children. We have spent our whole life. There, Joanne and Luke went for a walk in the junction. They both were feeling a little weird. Suddenly 2 guards ran to catch a man who was running away from his chosen life. A guard said hi to Luke and immediately recognized Joanne, saying that you finally got here. Joanne was very happy to hear this, because it was clear that Luke talks about her. After the guards left, Luke explained the rules to Joanne, and also expressed his love. He said that I used to think about you every day. He kept saying sweet things and tried to kiss her. But Joanne backed off because she was feeling weird. She said that I need some time to think, and then quickly ran away from there. After a few minutes, Larry entered Joanne's room, taking a lot of options for the rest of her life. Joanne got scared and started shouting at Larry. She also replied that I need some time to think. She said that the last few days were very heavy for me. After your death, my best friend also died. Larry was a little happy about this, because he didn't like her anyway. Larry remembered that squatting always calmed Joanne down. Joanne was not able to squat since she was old. That's why she was very happy to feel the strength in her body again. There Larry was eating something again, and his throat was stuck with food again. Joanne was suddenly scared of this. But Larry started laughing that I am dead. I was just kidding. After this, Larry started lying on the bed and relaxing. But Joanne kicked him out. After that, that poor guy had to go to his basement room. But on the way back, Larry saw a board, on which there was a promotion of the show of the dead singer Dean Martin. Joanne likes that singer very much. That's why Larry asked Anna to arrange the show. When Larry reached his new room, he was shocked to see how small the room was. The next morning, Larry found Joanne's waiting area. There, Anna brought that singer to sing, and she was playing the piano herself. But that man started behaving strangely and fell down the stairs. Then he understood that he is not the real Dean Martin. He is an imposter. He is imitating even after death. He is such a bad man. Luke immediately came to him, pulled him and took him with him, and gave him a punch. Then Luke tried to give flowers to Joanne with the help of Ryan. But Larry started talking again. This is cheating. How are you giving flowers? How are you giving fruits? I am giving a gift. The 2 men started fighting again. And now Joanne was getting very angry. So he shouted and made them both quiet. After this, Joanne took Anna and Ryan to her room, and took out her anger on them for a long time. Then she got angry and said, "Find a way out. How can I take such a decision?" Coordinators made a long phone call to break the rule. After a while, Joanne brought her two husbands to the room. Coordinators said that your case is a little special. Because of this, we have got a special. She can go and see her life with Larry. And once with Luke. After that, she will have to decide. The two boys started fighting again. Who will go first? Who will go first? And there was a fight between them. That's why Joanne had to shout again. She said, "Who will go first? We will find out by tossing it." The argument started again. This time Ryan stopped them both. Larry tossed the coin and Luke won. During the train ride, Luke and Joanne kept remembering the old days. Soon they reached a beautiful mountain, where there is a clear sky and a green forest. While roaming, the two had a lot of fun holding each other's hands. Dinner was held in the restaurant in the evening. Joanne was talking about her children and grandchildren again and again. This made Luke a little uncomfortable. Luke said, "I didn't feel bad. It's just a little sad to think that I couldn't give you this life." But he is happy that Joanne lived a good life. Joanne said, "I waited for you for a while. But what could I do? You left. After death, no one comes back." Then Luke took Joanne to a place called the Archives. It is here in every chosen life, where souls can see the memories of their life again. Both saw all the important moments of their relationship. That first meeting, kissing each other for the first time, the day of marriage and the last promise before going to war. Joanne kissed Luke again. She said, "I was broken after your death." Memories went on and Luke saw how Larry proposed to Joanne. Seeing this, Luke left the building in anger. He said that Larry has taken advantage of a sad woman's feelings. He was shocked to see the opportunity. Joanne tried to explain that there is nothing like that. But Luke didn't listen. In the meantime, Larry was angry, because Luke used to tell everyone that I was killed in the war by a fighting enemy. Now if he shows himself as a hero, how can anyone fight? Larry was afraid that Joanne might choose him. Then Anna said, "Remind Joanne why she loved him." Larry said, "I don't even know why she loved me. But I know a person who can tell you." After a while, Larry met Joanne's best friend Karen, who looked very old. Karen said that her happiest days came when her husband died, because only then she was able to live her life openly. Anyway, Karen said that I didn't like you in the beginning, but gradually I started liking you. Larry asked, "I don't care. You tell me why Joanne likes me." Karen said, "I don't know, but I can say that you have kept Joanne very happy." After this, Larry went to Luke's room to find some secret. There are marks on the walls that show that Luke was counting every day after his death, and he was making drawings of Joanne in his book. Then Luke came there and started shouting at Larry that you did wrong with Joanne. When she was sad, you shocked her on the spot. Both got entangled in a useless fight. In the same fight, Larry's letter fell out of his pocket. Now Luke said that where you proposed, Joanne and I considered that place to be our special place. So it's simple, Joanne will feel alone after I go there. You took advantage of the same thing and convinced her. The next day, Larry took Joanne to the beach to show her another life. That life was very popular, so there were a lot of people there. They started talking and were about to kiss each other when a boy hit Larry with a ball. And then he said to spoil the mood, "Do you know how I died?" Anyway, later they took their boat to the sea. Larry apologized to Joanne that I was not with you at the time of your death. Along with that, he started saying such things that our children would have been so happy to see us together. On this, Joanne said that you are trying to change my mind. Who are you telling about children? And there was a fight between them again. Now Joanne said that you are not able to understand my situation. I have loved both of you at different times. I have sworn to stay with both of you all my life. On this, Larry said that if I was in Luke's place, I would also wait for you. Joanne came back and wanted to see her past memories with Larry, but Larry refused. He said that a person can lose himself in memories. He wanted to save Joanne from this. Joanne thought that Larry is afraid that God knows what will come out. Anyway, they sat on the side and started talking about their first date. Larry said that I just wanted to give you a better life. There Luke got Larry's letter at the junction. There Joanne and Larry came back from their date and kissed each other. So Larry said that I don't care where we go. Just be together. Then Luke gave Larry's letter to Joanne. After reading this, Joanne came to know that Larry was almost gone. When she saw him on the way, he stopped. Then another fight started between them. Joanne called Larry selfish. On this, Larry said that I was also your second choice. And this Luke, he also did Gulugulu with many souls. On this, Luke shouted in anger that what happened if you did Gulugulu with 2 to 4 souls in 60 years. I was waiting for Joanne only. After all, souls also have some needs. Now both said that just choose once, we don't know. But now Joanne needed more time. So the coordinators took both the souls from there. After a while, Karen brought a drink to Joanne. And then Joanne burst into tears. Karen took care of her and took her to different fun booths to distract her. Joanne kept telling her condition while drinking alcohol. Then Karen reminded her that you are dead. Do you remember what they say after marriage? That I will support you until death separates us. Death has separated us, what are you thinking so much? Live your life according to you. On the other hand, Larry and Luke were also drinking a lot in the bar. After putting 4 to 4 pegs, there was a bond between them. While praising each other, she said that that girl is not worthy of us. We both are very good people. Next morning, Joanne was in hangover, but she made a decision. She called her 2 husbands and said that I am very lucky that I could spend my life with you both. But now I can't choose one and become bad for the other. I will always feel guilt. That's why I won't choose you both. I am living my good life, you live your life. Later, Joanne got ready and decided that she would spend her life with Karen. Both friends will have fun. There, Larry told Luke that you were right. I proposed at that place because I wanted to remove your memories from Joanne's mind. Maybe I died because I saw your wedding picture. On this, Luke also replied that I am also jealous of the life you have lived with Joanne. Then Larry remembered that all their bodies look like they look in the most beautiful moments of their life. Luke looks exactly like when Joanne agreed to marry him. Larry looks like when Joanne was pregnant with her second child. Thinking this, Larry suddenly understood something. He ran and went to Joanne. At the station, Larry found Joanne in the train and told her to come down to talk for the last time. He said that your hair is long. Your hair was short during our wedding. This means that when you were with Luke, it was the most beautiful moment of your life. You choose him. Always be happy. At first, Joanne refused, but Larry said that this is right. Both hugged each other for the last time while crying. After a while, Luke and Joanne were going by train for their next life. Larry was roaming in the junction because he didn't know where to go. Then he saw that Anna and Ryan came back together and he was happy for them. There, Luke and Joanne started their new life. They started living happily with each other. But over time, Joanne began to have doubts. She went to see her past memories and saw the memory of the first meeting with Larry. For the next few days, Luke took Joanne to different activities. But Joanne didn't like anything. Every night, she would go to the archives and see her life with Larry. The clerk said that it is not right to stay in so many memories. It is important to move forward. One night, Luke said that this is such a perfect life. But Joanne had no answer. The next morning, Luke wanted to go on a hike again. But now Joanne was broken. She said that she made a mistake by choosing Luke. On this, Luke got angry and started screaming. Joanne explained that I was the happiest with you. Because it was the love of youth. Neither the tension of house rent, nor the job, nor the children. But love is not just good moments. It has good and bad memories. She said that you love Joe and who is 60 years old. But I have changed now. Joanne decided that she will try to go back. Even if she gets caught. She said crying that I used to love you. But now I love Larry. After a few hours, Joanne was making a plan to run away. She was practicing to open the door with a knife. Then Luke came back and said that I will help you. Both went to the archives. There was that red door. Now Luke started pretending to be sad in front of the clerk. Bro, my life is ruined. I am very worried. As soon as the guard lost his mind, Joanne quietly went inside. Luke also went inside as a normal client. Both saw their wedding memories and said goodbye for the last time. Joanne went behind her memories and entered the red door, which took her to the corridor of her childhood memories. The alarm started ringing and the guards came. Joanne quickly ran and entered the door of Luke's death memory. The door of the washing machine dropped her into the memory of a fight with Larry. The guards were coming closer. Joanne blocked the door with a chair and quickly ran upstairs. Here she saw her old version, the old Joe, and took the name of Larry even while dying. While our young Joanne started trying to hide under the bed. The guards were behind her, but Joanne now rushed to the train tracks. Passing through the tunnel, she reached the junction again. At the reception, she was asking about Larry. But at the same time, she got a wanted notice. After which she had to run again. In the booth area, she collided with Ryan and Anna. They hid her and told the guards the wrong direction. Joanne asked, "Where is Larry's next life?" And she was surprised by the answer given by the coordinators. Larry didn't want a life without Joanne. Now she ran and quickly reached Larry, who was working as a bartender. Both put a peg each, after which Joanne told Larry to come with me. "But let me tell you first that I have broken the rule and come here. You can get stuck with me." But Larry said yes without thinking. After a few moments, they chose a life that was like their wedding home, in which they spent their whole life. If you liked the video, like it and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video.